relatives, loved ones. And for this, di ba, ang bibilangin naman natin is 3 days before New Year. Yes, yes, yes. Truly. Di ba? Kaya naman, if you are watching us live right now, so we encourage you to invite your friends, family, relatives no, na makijoin sa atin sa discussion natin tonight because this is another very important topic that everyone should learn. Okay? So, ayan. So, we would like to know also where you are watching us right now. So, please comment in. Type nyo po Team Live plus your location so that we will know na kayo ay nanonood ng live ngayon, di ba? Ngayong gabi. And also, pwede rin naman on a replay. And tonight nga, no, like what I mentioned, every Wednesday talaga is a beautiful discussion because we are learning a lot here at HRP Connect. And kung last week, di ba, yung learnings. And this week, tonight talaga is another discussion that will help you to identify no, yung importance po ng ating mental health when it comes to taking care of ourselves. So, ano nga ba itong anxiety versus depression? No, na talagang kailangan, especially nung nag-start ang pandemic, no, itong about mental health, marami talagang naging concern dito and mas maraming tao yung naging aware because may mga issues, may mga nangyari talaga no, na related dito. And we hope that you have a healthy mental health, diba? That is as important as your physical health. And without further ado, wag na natin patagalin tonight because we have someone, an expert, to discuss about the importance of mental health when it comes to self-care. She is a registered psychometrician and also a psychologist, truly an expert in the house. So let's all welcome Miss Chessa Ruth Capitan. Hello, Miss Chessa. Join us me now.
Hello, rinig ba ako?
Hi. Yes, Miss Chessa,
Ayan.
kabati sa ating mga millions of viewers this evening.
Hello, good evening sa lahat ng mga kasama natin ngayon sa live. So, thank you for being, and thank you for inviting me sa HRP mo for inviting me to be your guest speaker for to talk about mental health, which is a very relevant topic ngayon, di ba?
Exactly, no? Kaya naman, Miss Chessa, I know na marami talaga dito, no? So, people who will be aware what is really mental health, no? Yung depression, and also anxiety, yung difference about this. And paano nga ba, no, natin makaka-achieve yung ganitong mental health sa ating mga sarili? So, without, I'm excited as well, no, with your discussion, Ken. Hindi ko na aagawin pang turuan sa'yo. So, Miss Chessa, I will leave the floor now to you for your discussion.
All right. Thank you, Miss Ellie. Ayan. Okay, can I ask for my slides to be presented? Ayan. Okay. Okay na ba yung PowerPoint? Sorry. Ay, sige. So, again, thank you everyone for coming and for listening. So, we're going to be discussing briefly about what mental health is, and we're going to be discussing how important it is for us as an individual, as an employee. And then I'm going to be also discussing the difference, or we're going to define anxiety and depression, how it is commonly used, and at the same time, how it is very different in terms of mental illness or some mental health. And then I'm going to be also giving you some ideas how to incorporate mental health in our self care. All right, so let's start with asking the question, what is mental health? Okay, so when we say mental health, we are talking about the individual's state of mental well being, which allows the person to cope with their daily life stressors, enables them to recognize their abilities, be able to learn and to work efficiently, productively, and be able to contribute to the community. So basically, see mental health, we're not just talking about the psychological aspect of or the psychological well-being of the person. What we're talking about is the combination of your emotions, your feelings, and your social well-being. Kasi ang mental health, hindi lang naman ito yung kung paano yung mental state mo. It is about how you manage your emotions, how we handle our relationship with people, and our how we deal with things. Okay, so it's about your feelings, it's about your behavior, it's about your thoughts. Okay? So, pag sinabi kasi nating well-being, it is the positive outcome of having a good living condition. So, being in that kind of state allows the person to experience good health, happiness, contentment, achievement. So, yun yung gusto natin, di ba? As an individual, we want to experience those things. And how do we experience those things? By having a good mental health or having a stable mental well-being. Because having these allows you to do more as a person, as an employee, as a parent, as a friend, diba? So doing this, you are able to recognize your skills, your abilities, your strengths. You're able to learn more. You're able to cope more with things that are difficult, diba? So ganun siya ka-importante. All right? Now, when a person is not stable in terms of their mental state, there's a tendency na we experience some illnesses. Okay? Doon pumapasok yung mental illnesses. And common nowadays are anxiety and depression. During pandemic, ang dami nating na-experience na fear. Ang dami nating naramdaman na takot, kaba, yung mga kinakalungkot natin, ang daming nawala sa atin, di ba? So there's that experience of those emotions. But what makes anxiety and depression very common and at the same time very different? So can I ask for the next slide, please? So let's define anxiety. So when we say anxiety, we are talking about the emotion, okay? So this is when people feel the apprehension towards an anticipated event. So kung ikaw nailagay ka sa isang sitwasyon na hindi ka komportable, nailagay ka sa isang sitwasyon na bago sa'yo, parang first time, you would really feel the anxiety, which is normal. Okay, it is very normal. Sa pandemya, yung panahon na nag-lockdown, everything, that the feeling of fear is normal. But what makes anxiety an alarming state? Kapag yung feeling of fear mo becomes prolonged. Okay? Doon pumapasok yung mental illness, which is the anxiety disorder. It is a group of mental illnesses that causes constant and overwhelming worry and fear that causes the person to avoid work, school, socialization, and social situation. So basically, ang key term kasi natin dito is the constant and overwhelming worry and fear. So, kapag yung fear mo ay masyado ng present for a long time, like weeks, months, maybe what you're feeling is no longer just an emotion of fear. Maybe what you're experiencing are symptoms of a mental illness. All right? So, yun yung kailangan natin maging aware. What is your behavior towards this? Ano ba yung nagiging reaction mo? Ano yung nagiging thoughts mo while having these emotions? So that makes it very important na aware tayo. Okay? Now, let's define naman depression. So, similar with anxiety. Next slide, please. It is also a mental state or an emotional state, rather. So, when we say, I am depressed, the person may be expressing what they're feeling of sadness and extreme hopelessness for their situation. So it is normal for a person to say, I am depressed. But they may, parang in-explain nila na, I am at this state, I am very sad for this particular moment or for this particular situation. But when the person experiences a prolonged or persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest, maybe what they're feeling is not just an emotion of sadness. Maybe they're experiencing symptoms of a major depressive disorder. Okay? So, ito kasing tendency of or the experience of a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest, it affects the person negatively in terms of how they think, feel, behave. Okay? In a sense, ang taong nasa isang depressive state, they tend to think negatively about themselves. They tend to be pessimistic about their situation. Diba? And at the same time, they are very down. They do not have the energy to do things. They are parang they feel hopeless. They feel parang ang baba ng self-esteem, lahat. And then your behavior, you do not enjoy things anymore that you used to enjoy. Yung mga activities like if you're into books, when reading a book doesn't give you joy anymore, then maybe there's something going on, diba? And when this person experiences these symptoms, it can lead the person to a lot of emotional and physical problems. And when they experience that, there is some disruption in how the person would function, whether at home or at work. Anong tendency nun sa work? If the person is in a depressive state, they may lose the interest to go to their work. They may lose the interest to work productively, di ba? Tataas yung tendency for absenteeism, tataas yung tendency for being late, wala na silang interest to work productively, yung kanilang quality of work parang hindi na ganun kaganda because they just don't have the energy to do things. And that's one disruption. Paano din naman sa bahay? You do not eat right, you don't sleep well, you don't talk to people, that is a disruption of your functioning. At yun yung kailangan natin iwasan or kailangan natin i-recognize na baka itong nararamdaman mong depression or this sad state is something that you should be cautious about or you have to recognize. So when you notice these changes of behavior in yourself, never self-diagnose. Okay? Hindi ko sinasabi yung mga tendencies and etc. so that you can self-diagnose. What you need to do is you have to reach out to a professional. Okay? Just because you're experiencing these symptoms or you have noticed this behavior in yourself, it doesn't mean that you can self-diagnose na I have anxiety disorder or I have depression. That's not how it works. What you need to do is that you have to reach out to a professional, ask for their guidance so that they may properly assess your condition, so that they can also properly give you ways to manage your emotions, to manage your condition. All right? So, yun yung una nating gagawin once you recognize these changes of behavior. But at the same time, aside from seeking out for professional help, you can also help yourself by doing self-care. Okay? So pag sinabi kasi natin self-care, para tayong sinasabi lang natin yung physical, yung gusto nating i-improve. Okay? May it be your beauty, may it be your body, losing weight, and etc. It's more than that. Self-care is more than just your physical health. It is about taking care of your mental health and your well-being. Because again, when you try to take care of your mental health, you are enhancing your ability as a person to function better, to cope well with your stress, to cope well with pressures. You're able to work more efficiently, be more creative, diba? You are helping yourself to improve not just your physical but your the whole aspect of your being, diba? So yun yung gusto natin. So what are the ways that we can incorporate to our self-care to improve our mental health? Okay, next slide, please. So one way is to practice exercise. Okay? Pagka, parang isipin kasi natin sa exercise, it's to tone your body, it's to improve your, or to loosen weight, and etc. It's more than just that. Okay? Si exercise kasi ay isang activity na merong body chemical reaction sa atin. So we have these hormones that can improve our mood. Okay, so for those individuals na merong, who are in a depressive state, doing exercise can improve their mood. Okay, kasi di ba, syempre kung depressed ka, you're very sad, you don't feel like doing anything. You have to find a way to get out of that state. And one way is to exercise. Once you improve or elevate mo yung mood mo, you will have the energy to do more things. And somehow and in some way, it can help you get out of that depressive state. Okay? For those na may anxiety naman, doing exercises can also help. Kasi di ba pagka anxious tayo, our muscles are very stiff. Yung leeg mo, yung shoulders mo, parang ang daming masakit sa katawan mo. Do some cardio, do some warm up to loosen those muscles. It will really help. Okay? Ako na lang kanina umaga, I'm quite anxious for some activities for this tonight. I'm actually anxious this morning. But I did some exercises and I was able to, get over that um, anxiety. And that anxiety became more of an energy to do things, diba? So that's one way of helping your mental state. Okay. Another is to practice balanced diet. When you eat right, you get the right amount of proteins, fats, carbohydrates, dairy, lahat. Vegetables, fruits. You're not just helping your body, but you're also helping your mind. Kasi meron tayong, yung mga food na kinakain natin, there are some nutritions that works as a counteract for stress, for your fear, and etc. Parang yung mga nararamdaman natin internally, yung vigilance, etc. Lahat yan, yung kinakain natin, can help. It can improve how you are dealing with things. Okay? Hindi lang siya parang pampaslim or pampaganda ng katawan. It's also to improve your mental state, actually. Okay? And then another is sleep. Okay? Baka sabihin nyo, ginagawa ko naman yung sleep. But sleep is very important. Kahit ba mahirap makakuha ng 6 to 7 hours of sleep, you have to try. Because you have to allow your body to rest. And once you are well rested, your tendency for irritability, for yung maging, yung parang wala kang focus, your concentration, it will all disappear because you're allowing your body and your mind to rest properly. It will help you refocus. Okay? So as much as possible, talaga, we have to, try to let our body rest. Okay? And then another is avoid drinking and smoking. Okay? Caffeine is not really that helpful. Oo, nakaka-alert siya to help us get up and work. So, I'm a person who loves to drink coffee, but as much as possible, I don't drink more than 1 cup. Okay? That is just to boost my energy. Pero I don't drink too much because for a person who is very anxious, drinking too much caffeine can cause you to be more anxious, to be agitated. Ganon din sa mga tao may depression. They can become restless. It causes them that. So you really have to avoid those kind of drinks. Even alcohol. Now, smoking, baka meron tayong mga smokers dyan and they will explain na, when I smoke, I experience relaxation. Yes, smoking can give you a window time of relaxation. Pero hindi kasi siya talaga nakakaalis ng stress. Okay? Ang ginagawa mo kasi, stressed ka, magsisigarette ka, just to cover up your feeling of your anxiety. But once that side effect of smoking is gone, your body is still in that state. So instead of trying to use a strategy that doesn't help you in the long run, might as well change that. So avoid those kind of techniques, but rather find a different way to help you achieve relaxation. Okay, so next slide, please. So one of them is breathing exercise. Okay, you breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. That is a very helpful exercise. Baka sabihin nyo, humihinga naman ako. It is normal. But then when you try to really practice a breathing exercise, especially when you are very anxious, you need to take a pause. Just breathe in and breathe out as long as you want hanggang sa maramdaman mo yung relaxation. Because physically, you will experience relaxation. Okay? When you don't feel like you can do things, you're starting to panic, you feel very nervous, yung buong katawan mo nag-shake, you have to take a pause and, close your eyes, just breathe in, breathe out until you feel your body relaxes. Okay? Another is mindful meditation. So ito naman, it is a particular technique in which the person closes their eyes and then they focus on the sensation. So when they close their eyes, they try to feel their environment, kung ano yung naririnig, ano yung nalalasahan nila, they focus on that. Mindful meditation allows the person to focus on their senses, allows them to focus on things. And then when you slowly go back to your reality, it allows you to refocus. So medyo may improve mo yung concentration mo. And it allows you to, to be mindful of what you need to do at present. So mas nagkakaroon ka ng way to handle your problems, what you need to deal with, and etc. Yan. So for another is build new hobbies. Okay? For those na nasa depressive state kasi, they have this tendency to lose interest, di ba nga? They don't want to do things. They tend to just lie down in bed and, just focus on their feeling. So when they focus on their feeling, they start to absorb all the negative thoughts. So you need to get out of that state. How do you do that? You need to take a break, get out of bed, do something different. So that your focus would not be on the negative thoughts, but rather on the activity or the task. It it makes your focus parang ililinya mo yung focus mo doon sa task na gagawin mo because you need to do things. Diba? And it gets you out of that state na parang, ay, hindi ko maiisip yung negative thoughts about myself. I will be focusing on this. And you'll never realize that you are building new hobbies, new interest, diba? It's helpful. You really just have to, convince yourself, you have to push yourself to do something different and focus on something rather than on your negative thoughts. Okay. Fourth is to seek out your support system. Diba? Support system kasi can be your friends, can be your family, can be your trusted people. Why do you need to seek out to them? Because you need to express what you're feeling. Don't bottle up whatever your negative emotion. Kahit gustuhin natin siyang i-process on our own, sometimes we dwell too much on the negative thoughts na hindi natin na-process yung emotions natin properly. So how do we do that? We need to reach out to our trusted people. You have to let those emotions out. Kaya, importante na mag-reach out ka sa kanila so that you can properly process your emotions, you can process your thoughts, and think about what can you do to overcome this emotion, to overcome this, the things that I'm feeling. Kasi if you just try to absorb all your emotions on your own, we don't tend to find ways to help ourselves. Unless we reach out, napoprocess natin yung thoughts, negative thoughts natin, and challenge those thoughts, di ba? We have this person who would tell us na, you can do this, you can do that, and try to reflect on their suggestion, di ba? So reaching out to your support system can be really helpful. And last is self-affirmation. Okay? You really have to be kind to yourself. The moment kasi na anxious tayo, nasa depressive state, it is easy to be self-criticizing. Ang daling i-pinpoint yung mga flaws, ang daling sabihin yung mga mali mo, ano yung mga dapat mong i-improve, and etc. And everything that you think about is negative. Di ba? So you need to put a break on that. Do your breathing exercise to calm down, to just refocus yourself, recenter yourself, and then look at yourself in the mirror and give yourself some compliments. Sabihin mo sa sarili mo, I'm strong, I'm courageous, I'm capable. Because when you focus on those compliments, naaalala mo yung mga strengths mo, your abilities. It allows you to focus on the positive aspect of yourself rather than on the negative thoughts about you. Di ba? It allows you to refocus on your ability. rather than on the self-criticizing tendencies. So you really have to be kind to yourself. It may be hard, it may sound like parang it's weird na you're complimenting yourself, but you need that to help you remind yourself what are your strengths, what are your abilities, what are your skills, because you are capable of helping yourself. It's just a matter of how you're going to do it, how you're going to deal with it, how you're going to manage yourself. All right. So those are the different ways we can incorporate mental health in our self-care. So again, it is very important that we improve our mental state, because when we try to improve our mental state, we're not just improving how we focus on work. It's not just about how we um, make decisions. It is about how you deal with your situation. Paano mo dadalhin yung sarili mo sa mga social situation? How you communicate with people, how you deal with stressful things, how are you going to execute your abilities? 'Di ba? Sa work, sa bahay, sa mga gatherings, and etc. Mental health is more than just your psychological state. It's about taking care of your emotions, your mind, your body, and even your soul. 'Di ba? It's very helpful. Ayan. So, that's it. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from these brief discussion about mental health. Miss Ellie?
Alright, ayan, grabe, no? Thank you so much, ayan, Miss Chessa, for sharing insights and new learnings sa ating lahat, no? Especially sa ating mga viewers. So, keep commenting ha, yung mga nanonood sa atin right now. So, if you have learnings, takeaways, so we would like to read those. So, put that in the comment section and we will definitely let you know no, na we're happy sa mga learnings nyo ngayong gabi. And of course, if you have questions also, no, let's answer that no, by our, of course, guest speaker tonight. And yung na-discuss mo, no, Miss Chessa, balikan natin. And really, it's very important nga, di ba, we highlighted na itong mental health is as important as our mental health. And one yung difference, no, kasi there are a lot of people na parang ako parang madalas na pag medyo pagod, na overwhelmed, parang it's easy to say na ay stress ako, ay nade-depress ako no. But definitely, no, you shared with us the differences of these things. And ayan, thank you daw sabi ni Miss Maria Desiree or Desiree. Great topic, Miss Chessa. Ayan. Thank you for watching, Ama.
Thank
Sa
you.
lahat ng viewers, you can still share this live natin, no? Para naman sa iba na pwede pang mapanood on a replay o kaya naman makasali sa ating discussion. Because again, we are highlighting right now yung importance nga ng mental health. And this is for everyone, diba? Hindi sa bata lang, hindi sa mga working lang, no, na katulad na natin sa corporate, hindi sa mga business owners lang, and wala siyang pinipiling profession, age, gender, di ba? This is, again, really very valuable na malaman ng bawat isa. So, hi, Miss Claire, Chessa, thanks for sharing, di ba? Ayan. Thank you also for tuning in, Miss Claire, and for those, again, who are with us right now. So, once again, everyone, we are inviting you kung may mga katanungan kayo, di ba? Questions, clarification. So, please, don't be shy to comment in, okay? And, ayan, ako naman, no, personally, no, I have few questions kasi when you, or I just want to share my experience with MDD or the major depressive disorder, no. Yung ito kasi parang 2021, late 2021, parang I was diagnosed with MDD or major depressive disorder. And parang mas na-highlight na Miss Chessa, na balikan ko talaga na if you feel na parang marami kang gustong gawin before, nag-enjoy ka, kahit mapagod ka, mapuyat ka, one of those are sa akin, events hosting. And parang may moment talaga na parang ayoko na siyang gawin. Parang feeling ko pagod na pagod ako. Feeling ko As in, gusto ko na lang humilata, humiga. And yun parang I identified, na-realize ko na parang there's something wrong eh. Parang before, gustong-gusto ko 'to, masaya ako, pero bakit ganito? So for those na parang nakaka-experience din ng ganito, Miss Chessa, no? So you mentioned na don't self-diagnose. What is your advice sa kanila para talagang matulungan sila?
Ang isa kasi nating concern when it comes to mental health kasi is, I don't know if there are some people kasi who are still quite afraid to reach out to psychologists, sa mga psychiatrists, because nandun yung stigma. Okay?
Yes.
And we have to get over that. Kailangan kasi natin isipin muna yung sarili natin. Ano bang kailangan mo? If you're going to, when you feel these emotions, yung depression, anxiety, huwag tayo mag-hesitate because it is for yourself. Diba? Kung iisipin mo lagi, kasi syempre, when you're anxious, ang isipin mo, ano na lang sasabihin ng pamilya ko? Ano na lang sasabihin ng mga kaibigan ko? Baka sabihin nila nag-iinarte lang ako. If you feel that it is not normal anymore, yung nararamdaman mo or yung behavior mo, parang hindi na siya tama or parang it's very out of the normal already, you have to focus on yourself first and reach out talaga. Hindi kasi tayo pwedeng self-diagnose na parang, oh, dahil ilang araw na akong lagi nakahilata lang, wala akong ganang gawin to, wala akong ganang kumain, hindi ako nakakatulog. Kahit ba, parang kang sa checklist na ilan yung points na natugma mo, parang hindi, it's still not right to, actually, it is not right to self-diagnose na parang, ay, depressed ako. And then you're going to do stuff, you're going to start, looking for medicines and etc. It's good that you find, mag-research ka, ano ba itong nararanasan ko na, and etc. But other than self-research, yung alamin kung ano yung condition mo, you still have to reach out for a professional. Because these professionals will help you to manage it properly. In a way na, una, hindi lalala yung condition mo. And at the same time, talaga mapoprocess kung ano yung pinagdadaanan mo. Kasi maybe, there are some things that you are not acknowledging. Kasi pagka nandun tayo sa negative states, hindi natin na-recognize lahat. Parang, kasi pagka depressed ka, ang dami mong problema, hindi mo alam kung paano mo siya isa-sort out. Parang, feeling mo yung problema ng mundo, bit-bit mo din. So you don't know exactly how to process your emotions. Parang gusto mong i-shot lahat ng tao, you want to deal with your emotions. Pero ang hirap kasi nun. Because you're just going to allow yourself to be in a cycle, keep on running your thoughts na ito yung nararamdaman ko, ito yung mga pains ko, pero hindi ka gumagawa ng paraan to cope with it. And the best way to have a good strategy to manage your condition is to seek out a professional. Kasi sila, aside from the scientific way of handling these conditions, iba rin yung nakakapag-express ka ng tama and napoprocess yung thoughts mo, napoprocess yung emotions mo. Diba? It's a very helpful way. It's more than just talking. Baka isipin nyo kasi na pagka nag-seek ka ng psychologist, ay, usap-usap lang naman yan, kaya na yun ng kaibigan ko, kaya na yun ng magulang ko. It's more than just that. Meron kasi siyang, kumaga, meron siyang structure of how to manage this, how you're going to deal with it. And at the same time, hindi lang siya usap na pinag-usapan mo yung nararamdaman mo. The professional will help you realize things and will challenge your thoughts, will help you how to deal with it on your own. Para by the end of the session or pagka natapos yung mga sessions nyo, you can manage it on your own. Diba? The professionals will help you how to manage it properly. So, ganun siya ka-importante na nagsisika tayo ng professionals.
Ayan, I love that, no? Talagang you highlighted yung importance of seeking help from professional. Though, yun naman, hindi rin naman masama, no? So, in the first stage siguro, pwede ka muna sa kaibigan, pero if you
Mm-mm.
think or na-realize mo talaga there's no changes, talagang go and why not, 'di ba? Lapit ka na, hanap ka na ng pwede mong malapitan nga at mahingan ng tulong. And yun nga rin, no, Miss Chessa, talagang sa atin kasi 'pag sinabing nag-ano, ay magpapa-psychologist, psychiatrist, whatsoever, no, parang ang tingin ng tao, 'di ba, na parang, ay may something wrong, may mali sa'yo or baka may sira, may problema sa pag-iisip, utak mo, 'di
Yes.
ba? Gano'n, eh, yung
Oo.
kasi nga we're not open about that. Parang yun nga, since the pandemic lang, unti-unti na natututunan natin, nalalaman natin, eh, nagiging open tayo sa mga usaping, tulad nito about mental health. So, ayan.
Mm-mm.
Thank you, thank you. So again, everyone, especially if ikaw nanonood ngayon, no, and your experience or experiencing yung mga na-highlight kanina ni Miss Chessa regarding depression, regarding major depressive disorder, and the other symptoms, diba? Again, might as well we encourage you to really seek help, professional help ng kailangan mo. 'Di ba? Para naman matulungan ka and makawala ka sa stage kung nasaan ka. Ayan. So, gusto ko
Yes.
lang basahin 'to, no, Miss Chessa. Ayan, sabi dito ni Miss Maria Desiree, true, that's why self-diagnosing is dangerous kasi minsan you're also biased, can give out excuses and highlight things you want to blame. Professionals can help you dig the root cause and manage it properly. Perfect. Very well said.
Yes.
Oh, oh.
Oo. Very agree ako sa sinabi ni Miss uh, Maria Desiree. Kasi when we are really, when we feel things, di ba, parang lahat gusto mong isisi sa ibang tao, gusto mong, parang lahat, sila yung sinasaktan ka. But what the thing is, maybe there are some things that you also need to change. Hindi tayo nagsi-self-blame. It's more than just self-blaming, but you need to process kasi your behavior, how do you handle things, paano ba yung reaction mo, ano ba yung thoughts mo. You need to, parang kailangan mo kasi ng outside person to help you
Yeah.
see a different perspective kaysa sa maging bias tayo. Kasi, syempre, you're in pain. You wanna blame things. You just feel those negative emotions. At gusto mong isisi sa mundo yung problema. And it's very hard to see a different perspective when you're handling these negative emotions. Kaya kailangan natin ng third person to help you manage it so that you can properly process your emotions, your thoughts, and your behavior. Yeah.
Yeah, check na check yan, no? So, thank you for adding this, Chess. Ano, yun nga, no? Parang, pag nandun sa sitwasyon na yun, parang you're victim mindset tayo, eh, no? Tayo naaapi,
Mm-mm.
kawawa, di ba? Talagang, kailangan yung attention sa atin. So, we really need, other perspective. So, talagang yung inaral na ilang taon na practice, di ba? So, again, ayan, so everyone, again, seek professional help. Okay? So if ever ha, mga viewers natin, we thank you again for tuning in right now sa ating topic, the importance of mental health in the self-care. So we defined anxiety versus depression. And first, we have here our expert in the house, Miss Chessa, who discussed and shared with us ano nga ba itong mga ways din, no? Paano nga ba natin mapapangalagaan or mapapanatili that yung mental natin, health is talagang retained siya. So, ayan. Dito naman, no, parang yung iba naman din, Miss Jess, ang thinking nila is parang magastos or pag, yun nga, of in having this mental health, okay naman, in seeking professional help, is there, parang organization who are na pwede nilang lapitan if ever nga yung mga nakakaranas nito is, hindi afford yung mga private na fees or mga clinics.
Yes. Actually, yun yung isang downside kasi natin sa mental health na yung access to mental health at the clinics or hindi siya in terms of the fees, hindi siya ganun ka-friendly. Diba? Isa na yun sa hesitations din kasi ng mga tao na parang masyadong mahal. Parang sa doktor din kasi na mataas yung kanilang professional fee. That's why there's a hesitation to seek out. But there are some means naman. NCMH, if I'm not mistaken, also provides psychological first aid So sila, um, ito naman kasi is addressing the immediate concern of the person.
Mm.
So if you really just need someone to talk to, you can reach out to them. You can check the NCMH for their psychological first aid um, helpline. And I think there are some other helplines na pwede naman
Mm.
na maka-reach out for immediate um, if you need to talk to somebody. Okay? And then kapag
Ayan.
initially processed naman, they can refer you to somebody and you can work it out. Pwede mo naman, kung kunyari sa isang clinic, you also have to be open kasi sa kanila about your finances. You can explain to them kung eto lang kaya ko. I'm a student, eto lang afford ko, and etc. You can discuss this with your therapist, with the psychologist. Kasi hindi ka naman nila tatanggihan. It's just a matter of being open to these professionals para talaga ma-assist ka. Okay, so yun lang ano nun. You can, I think DOH also has some hotlines for immediate help for those who wants to, parang helpline, kung gusto nila may kausap agad for suicidal tendencies and etc.
Mm.
So yun. So mag-ano lang tayo, seek out for more contacts that can, ano, kasi available naman siya. You just need to research on things.
Exactly. Actually, isa ko dyan, no, I forgot the hospital that is offering. Sobrang low fee talaga sila. Yun lang, you have to wait for parang few weeks or months for the schedule. And then, meron din mga clinics, pwede mong magsabi, no? Parang isang school na nag-offer ng course na yun, tapos parang nag-practice ng mga students na or not sure kung anong tawag doon. Na-avail ko rin siya, which is a good service din na kasi ayun nga, if you have concern talaga, tapos ang problem din is money, di ba, yung pambayad ng fee, is might as well, so, medyo mag-exert ka nga lang ng effort, first yan, so maghanap ka online, pwede ka, pero may mga face-to-face, meron na rin nagba-back to face-to-face consultation, so you just have to check out.
Yes.
And another good thing na Miss Chess, may mga communities to eh. Meron akong mga ilang groups or communities din na sinalihan. And yun nga, pag may nagsisik or nag-a-ask nga, meron talaga may mga nagre-reply na kung saan sila pwedeng tumawag or magpa-consult, di ba, yung message nila. So, ayun. So, thank you for highlighting that. And I think naman, no, talagang marami talaga, may mga non-profit organization din na meron din ang advocacy nila is mental health awareness. And yung
Mm-mm.
sinabi mo na yung first mental health first aid, meron din yan. And actually, may atinan din ako na isang workshop or seminar na ganyan. Which is very important din, no? Ito kasi parang kahit na sino, yung parang pag, yung first aid lang po di ba? Parang you can, if you're trained with this, di ba, you can be able to help someone. Hindi mo alam kasi baka kaibigan ka, pamilya mo, di ba, katrabaho mo is a tendency na talagang, di ba, may suicidal thought na. And with just talking to you, di ba, na pwedeng baka mabigyan pa ng hope ng pag-asa. So, everyone, we hope that you are learning a lot tonight. And once again, please keep on commenting whatever you would like to share with us. Maybe may experience ka, may kakilala ka, o kaya naman may mga katanungan ka that you would like to be addressed tonight. So please comment in because we still have few more minutes with our discussion. Ayan. And ayan, sige. Move na tayo sa isa din sa mga gusto kong personally share is about the support system, how important it is. Ikaw ba, Miss Chessa, meron ka bang, kasi ikaw, psychologist, psychometrician, if ever you are, or have you experienced yung mga ganitong moment din na like depressed, stress, na may anxiety, can you share with us your thoughts?
Oo naman. Kanina, I have mentioned, di ba, na kanina umaga, nagkaroon ako ng anxiety. Actually, it's very common sa akin, nagkakaroon ako ng anxiety. Siyempre, aside from self-care, na yung mga techniques, yung breathing exercises, yung mga ganun. Aside from that, I also try to talaga seek out from friends. Lalo na kung hindi ko na talaga siya kayang i-handle. Parang, kasi yung thoughts ko noon ano na yan parang punong-puno na, hindi ko na alam kung paano siya i-handle, hindi ko na alam kung paano, um, tawag nito, i-process. Parang I need someone to talk to. So I reach out to family. I reach out to my mother, I reach out to my sister, Kung sa mga kaibigan, andyan din sila, they are open naman, di ba? You just have to be also open to yourself. Kailangan maging handa ka din to be vulnerable. Kasi pag nag-open up ka, kailangan i-open, para mong bubuksan yung box ng puno ng emotions. And
Mm.
kailangan din yung mga friends mo ay present din in a sense na they are not parang hindi nila i-dismiss din yung emotions mo, and etc. Kailangan yung taong makikinig din sa'yo is also in the right mindset na handa sila makinig. Okay? And importante na yung pagsasabihan mo is someone that you trust. Kasi again, you are
Yes.
becoming vulnerable. And the moment na kasi, ang isa kasing kinakatakot natin when we become open to others, yung tendency na baka i-dismiss yung nararamdaman mo. And what happens pag ganun, mas lalo lumalala. Diba? So, ang hirap na maging open ka lang bigla to anybody na hindi prepared, hindi rin siya nasa tamang mindset. Diba? Ang hirap din nun. So, when you want to reach out to your friends, you can be open. Okay? And then, if you feel comfortable and that they are very engaging naman, na willing to listen, andyan sila na they are giving some encouragement na how do you want to talk about this and etc. Then maybe you can open up also para naman din ma-process mo talaga. It's the matter of trusting the people around you, and at the same time, you just have to accept what you're feeling para talaga maintindihan mo at ma-process mo yung emotions mo. Yan.
Yes, agree, no? And tama yung sinabi mo kasi there are people, no? Be careful lang din doon sa sasabihin mo kasi there are people na medyo insensitive. That's why maybe hindi naman intention nila, no? Unintentional na
Mm-mm.
na-invalidate pala nila yung feelings mo, yung emotions, yung current situation mo, or they're not really aware. So might as well again, yan, as much as possible, no? Kung yung family mo talaga, very good that if you have that support system na within your family, within your relatives, or within your friends, di ba? Kung wala naman, marami nga, no? Ang dami ng mga communities na, yun nga, yung mga
Yes.
nakaka-experience, they are gathered together, di ba? Sharing what their experiences, their struggles, their battles, and also their victories. So, again, it's just a matter, tama yun, no? Check na check din ulit, that you have to choose or be with the right people na pagsasabihan mo. Another thing kasi din, di ba, yung parang we're afraid na aside nga ma-invalidate yung feelings natin, di ba? Yung also parang mag-judge tayo, no? Na ano, ate-ate
Mm-mm.
mo lang yan. Pag ganyan-ganyan ka po, emote-emote ka pa dyan,
Oo.
ate mo lang yun, di ba? So kasi lalo na nung mga unang panahon na, na as in totally, pag may emote ka ganyan, puro ate lang ang tingin nila na parang tinatamad ka lang, di ba? Baka may yun nga, may gusto ka lang na makuha, di ba? Kaya ka nag-emote ng ganyan. But then again, thank you, no? So, sa mga tao talagang, mga advocate who are keep on spreading on how important mental health is for everyone. Ayan. Miss Chessa, ayan, is there anything pa, if ever may mga additional ka pa bang gustong i-share sa mga ating mga viewers right now, which is you think also can help them to be able to cope up if ever nandun na nga sila sa sitwasyon na to, nalulunod, or if they would like just to be able na maging keep sane, di ba? Kumbaga, na
Mm-mm.
mapanatili or maiwasan na ma-experience yung mga yan, stress, anxiety, and similar feelings or emotion na ganyan.
Oo. Um, yun ang pag-usapan na lang natin the support system. It's a very important aspect sa pag-aalaga sa mental health. Kasi yun yung parang una mong bagay na pwede mong makuha or magawa to reach out to your support system. So, kung kunyari ang issues mo ay family and you can't reach out to your family because they are the problem, then look for a different support system. Kapag ka-friends
Yes.
naman ay hindi din naman sila available, then look for a different community that you can help yourself to express what you're feeling. Kasi the moment na ay iba-bottle up ko lahat ng nararamdaman mo, ikaw lang, para yung ano eh, para sa isang balde na hinayaan mo lang mapuno ng mapuno yung nararamdaman mo. Sasabog na lang
Apo.
yan. At ang tendency, we will behave differently. We can hurt somebody. We can hurt ourselves.
Yes.
Madami tayong maapektuhan. So, yun yung iiwasan natin na
Tama.
hindi na maging manageable yung nararamdaman mo. So, as much as possible, when you feel distressed, when you want to, just to relieve that pain or that negative thought, reach out to your friend. Reach out to the trusted person. Para naman din talaga, matulungan mo yung sarili mo to process it. So, hindi nagbabottle up lahat ng negative thoughts. Yun yung first thing that you can do for yourself. Don't keep those negative feelings to yourself. You have to reach out. And even if you experience someone who dismisses your emotions, huwag tayong ma-discourage na parang, ay, wala na makikinig sa akin, ay, ganito. That is our tendency, na kapag naka-experience tayo ng invalidation from somebody, ang feeling na natin, walang may interest makinig, no one is there, no one cares for me. So, ayun na, papasok na lahat ulit ng negative thoughts.
Additional na naman.
Oo. So, even if you experience those things, that invalidation, you still have to learn to reach out. Kasi, the moment na nahayaan mo yung sarili mo na malunod ka sa negative emotions mo, it will be really hard. It will be really hard for you to get out of that state. At mas matagal siyang i-process, mas matagal siyang i-manage. So, as much as possible, you really have to learn to help yourself as well. So, yun yung ano natin. That's why it is important na when we try to take care of ourselves, it's not just our physical body, try to take care of also your mental state. Kasi, ano yun eh, domino effect eh. Pag inalagaan mo yung kung paano ka mag-handle ng things, paano mo i-manage yung emotions mo, madadala mo siya sa work, madadala mo siya sa bahay, mas mamamanage mo yung mga bagay-bagay. So, very helpful siya in that sense.
Yes, tama. Check ko na again, no, Miss Chessa. And of course, and thank you for additional thoughts and highlighting. So everyone, if you will be watching this on a replay, so we encourage you to comment team, replay, and your location. And also, again, just keep on commenting ano nga ba yung learnings nyo, yung thoughts nyo, yung ideas nyo. Or again, baka pa may mga gusto pa kayong malaman about this kind of topic, diba? Na pwede namin kayong sagutin or balikan through that question. Yes. So, we appreciate no yung time mo, Miss Chessa, and again, your expertise with us tonight. Diba? And if ever may mga tao pang would like to reach out sa iyo, Miss Chessa, paano ka ba nila mag-contact or if may mga gusto pang malaman about this topic?
Yes. I think doon sa last slide ko, meron akong email doon. So they can reach out if they want to have a more elaborate discussion, seminars. I am very open for those activities. You can also connect with HRP mo so that you can connect with me and to provide these kinds of seminars for you to talk about mental health and to discuss things, how to improve different ways, strategies. Pwede rin discuss natin yung mga specific tawag nito, illnesses, diba? Na you really want to understand how we're going to improve our mental health, how we're going to help other people, how we're going to help ourselves. Yan. So, very open for discussions. So if you want to reach out, you can email me at capitanchessa@gmail.com, or you can also connect with HRMO so that we can have a discussion about this. Yan.
Yes, for sure. No, marami pang mas gustong matutunan and malaman nga, especially if there's something na may mga issues talaga or concern sila that would like to address na medyo baka nga nahiya or hesitant pa sila to go in public. So once again, Ms. Chessa, thank you so much. No, diba, ang bilis ng mga oras with our discussion, and there truly no ang dami namin natutunan ngayong gabi, and we hope na makasama ka pa namin sa mga susunod na ating live, diba, with a different topic of course, that we will be also learning. And yan, happy holidays. Hope that you will enjoy the rest of the season. Ayan. So thank you so much, and to all the viewers.
Thank
Ayan.
you.
Thank you for tuning in. Happy holidays, happy new year, everyone. God bless all
Merry
of you.
Christmas. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you.
Yes.